Hello, today we're going to be doing generate parentheses, which is LeetCode problem number 22. This problem states, given n pairs of parentheses, write a function to generate all combinations of well-formed parentheses, meaning open, each parenthesis has an open and closed bracket. So the first example, n is 3. You see we've got the 3 open parameters and the 3 closed. And there's all the combinations of open and closed, open and closed. As long as open comes first, you can close it. You never want to have a closed before an open, basically. Second example, much easier. There's n equals 1, which actually means one combination. So it's a pair of parentheses. And in this case, it's open and closed. One pair. So to do this, we're going to use a little bit of recursion. So the first thing we're going to do is define a string list. Call it list, and new array list of string. So this is going to contain all the parentheses. Alright, and then at the end of the day, we're going to return this list. I wish it were that easy. Clean that up. Okay. So I'm going to create a method here called add parenthesis. And we're going to pass in some stuff. Alright. So this is a public void, and we'll create that method down here. parenthesis. Alright, so what do we need to pass in? Well, first we need to pass in the list. And I'll just name it list again. Alright, then we need to pass in the actual parenthesis. So, well, that will be a string. And then we're going to keep track of the open parentheses, the closed parentheses, and then we've got to pass in that max value, which is the n up here, int n. All right. So what this is going to do here, we're basically going to check to see if the string length, which is basically the string length, is going to be the output, which is the open and closed parenthesis combinations. So if that is equal to the max, but we've got to multiply it by 2 because it's each pair of parentheses. So then we've got a full, we've got as many parentheses in the string as we can handle. So we're going to add that to the string and return it. All right. Well, that is the ideal case. So if we need to take care of, if we've got open parentheses less than the max, let's see, we use max because max is, you take that times 2. So as long as the open parentheses are less than max, which is half of that, we should be good. So then what you're going to do is we're going to do the recursive call parenthesis. So we're going to pass in the list. Got to keep passing that back and forth. Then we're going to pass in the string, which is going to be. So here's our open parenthesis, parenthesis, whatever. There's a close for me. All right. So now open is less than max, so we need to increase that by 1, because otherwise we just end up in an endless loop. And then the close and the max, which are the 5 parameters we need to pass. All right. Make sure I did that right. Parentheses open plus 1. All right, so let's do the, I'm just going to copy this, because we're going to do the same thing. If now we've got to take care of the closing parentheses. So if close is less than open. So now we need to call that parenthesis again, and we're going to add the closing parentheses. And we do not want to iterate the open, but we want to add one to the close. And I believe that is going to do it. So let's see what I messed up. Well, it helps if I forgot to fill in the initial one. So when we first run this, we're going to pass in the list. We don't have anything yet, so it's just going to be 0, and then 0, 0, and n. So we have no opening and no closing yet. And we're just passing in the n. So now let's try that again. Okay, that looks good for case 1 as well as case 2. Submit. Looks good.